Hello, ladies and gentlemen, brothers, sisters, friends, comrades on YouTube, my family. Hello, my love. Hello, my love. I miss you a lot. Got a message from one of my grandbabies today. Miss Hayden left me a message. Hi, Grandpa. I know you miss me, so I want to play I Spy when you get back home. Oh, my baby. So I'm just that much more anxious to get home. I can't wait. I want to see my family. Um, Obviously, my wife. That's just duh. But I want to see all the grandbabies and my boy and that girl. So I'm looking forward to all of it, man. I can't wait. Who did we start early today? We were on duty at midnight 01 this morning. We started out at a truck stop in Caldwell. There's a pilot there, Flying J, whatever it is, I don't know. And we started there. We had gone there way earlier in the day because we had gotten back from our last load of Coors Light and Keystone Light. Dropped that off in the yard for a relay driver to pick up to take to, I believe it was going to Boise. We weren't taking it to Boise, and we never were. We were always going to Caldwell with it as a relay, so we did that. But then we had, some 12 hours to kill, so we didn't want to do it in the yard because really if I'll tell you what, if there's a bummer about Leonard's Express, it's the driver accommodations in the terminals. Well, at least at the Caldwell terminal. I haven't been to any others. We'll be close to Eau Claire, Wisconsin, when we drop off this next load. But there's no accommodations. The driver's lounge is a trailer. There's some coffee in there, but there's no bathrooms, there's no showers, there's no laundry facilities. There's not really a reason to stay there. I mean, they almost encourage you to go to a truck stop, so we found an empty trailer that we decided I did all that part of it, and found the trailer that we ended up bringing along on this trip. It's a Wabash trailer. Really, really clean. It seems pretty new. I don't know what year it is, but it seemed like it was a pretty good trailer to bring along. So we snapped it up, hooked up to it, and then went over to Caldwell and just chilled there until it was time to go. But to try and get yourself to go to sleep at 2 o'clock in the afternoon is, if you have a normal sleep cycle, it's almost impossible to do. That was the hardest thing, I think, for me, was to try and get to sleep, at a decent hour to where it benefited me when we had to start running. So I ended up falling out, and fortunately, actually, let me say this too, I didn't sleep well the night before, like at all. When I was in Twin Falls, chilling at the place that you've all seen me at before. But I didn't sleep well for some damn reason. I don't know. But I just didn't. So by 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon, I was pretty damn tired, I gotta tell you. So I crawled up in that bunk and turned my headphones on, and which I do often, and just listened to and watched a little bit of YouTube. And it just kind of helps me fade out. It's sort of my TV, particularly on the road. And so I fell asleep in pretty short order at 2 in the afternoon. It's a good thing I was tired, because I don't know how else or otherwise I would have done that. But so anyway, I woke up about 4. And I called my love, and I chit chatted with her for a minute, and then it was like, once I got off the phone with her, I just crawled back up into the driver's seat of this Peterbilt and just kind of started watching YouTube again and reading a little bit of news. And wouldn't you know it, I started doing the old head nodding in the captain's chair. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to climb up back up in this bunk, see what's happening. So I think 10:30 at night, trainer's alarm goes off. And I hear him down below me say, hey man, if you want a shower, you might better go. I'm like, yeah, I'm all over that. Because he's got them on his phone, and I think I have one now. We put my card in for fuel today, and I think I've earned myself a shower in points because we got 75 gallons of fuel. 76. Anyway, so I got up and took a shower, and then 12:01, man, on the clock, vehicle inspection, and we hit the road. We were only, I don't know, 7-8 miles from our pickup. We're carrying some kind of a milk product that we're taking to Wisconsin to a cheese factory. The place is called Lactix or something like that. So I don't know if it has something to do with removing the lactic acid from the milk product or what. I'm not really sure what they do. But we got these in gigantic, bags in a cardboard container on a pallet, and then stacked towards the front of the truck, and then single pallets, probably 6 or so single pallets on the back of the truck. And so when we got loaded, it took them. We were there. We got there about 1:45. Our appointment was at 1. So when we got there, they backed us right into a door. No problem. And but then it took them, over an hour to even get started on us, which is pretty typical of refrigerator trucking. So often you'll be stuck at a shipper or a receiver for many hours, and it's really a shame, and I would want to say unnecessary, but you know what, to be very honest, I don't know what's going on the other side of that door. I have no idea. I'm in the cab of the truck. I don't know what they're doing back there. I can't even see in the joint. You know what I mean? The back end of my truck is in a door, and that's all I see is the back end and a door, So I have no idea what they're doing, but sometimes it just takes a long time. And today it took them 2 hours plus to get us loaded and get out of there. Then we had to go weigh it. Then we had to go get fuel because the Flying J in Caldwell, or Boise rather, doesn't have a scale. So we just went to the TA, got scaled. Then we had to drive to Mountain Home, Idaho, to get fuel. Then we hit the road. By now, it's 5:30 in the morning. So we decided to get a motel. I'm sitting right currently now in Dillon, Montana. I've never been to Montana in my life. This is a beautiful place. I mean, the hotel is, it's a Super 8. It's not the best in the world. I don't even have a refrigerator. I stuffed my turkey in the screen over there so I don't lose my turkey. It's only 40 degrees here, so it'll be fine. It's going to get much cooler overnight, I'm sure. I don't know what the forecast is exactly, but it's probably going to dip, well into the 30s. So my turkey's not going to go bad, which I'm glad for. I've stuffed it between the screen and the window on the outside, so we should be good. That was kind of brilliant, I thought. Anyway, I'm very concerned about hours. Of course, my trainer doesn't think that it's a big deal. We have 18 hours to go to get to our final destination, and I have 18 and a half hours on my clock. I got to do 650 miles tomorrow. However I can get it done, I got to get it done. And so it's disturbing, but you know, it's the only way I feel like I can get it done. I had questions when he accepted the load, but again, I have a role in this truck, and it is to not upset the apple cart. It's not, my role is clear. So I'm just along for the ride. Of course, I'm doing all the driving, so, but as far as the decision making goes, it ain't gonna happen. If it were up to me, I would call the dispatcher, her name is Amy, and say, hey, I'm concerned. I'm concerned about running out of time on the back end of this load. Certainly going to end up having to do a 34-hour reset. I don't think we can accept a load for a backhaul with the amount of hours that I have left. I mean, by the time we get there, I'm going to be out of hours. And we can run some recaps, but I don't want to run recaps all the way home. You know, I'm not even going to have enough for that. So if you don't know what that is, go back a couple of videos. I explained it. It's just not, it just doesn't make sense to do it like that. You know, full clock is the way to go. You know, a lot of hours on your books as far as the government's concerned is the way to go. So that's what I'm hoping to do. But anyway, that remains to be seen. But it was a good run up to Montana up here. Man, was I tired. The worst time of my attention span is between the hours of 2 and 5 a.m. I'm not worth a damn to anybody during those hours, and this was no exception. I was on the lines. It was difficult for me to stay alert, to be honest with you. I did it, but it wasn't without a great effort to do it. I'm telling you, there was it's hard to do. It's very hard to do, especially for me, a guy who's not used to being up at those hours. You know, we were at work at midnight. You know what I mean? So that's just not my style. It's not my lifestyle at all. But in this reefer world, it's going to have to be. So I'm really tired. It is about 1:45 here. Yep, it's about almost 1:45 in the afternoon here in Dillon, Montana, and I am tired. I'm tired. I got the race on, and I'm gonna probably just fade right out to it. I don't even know if I'm gonna know who's the winner, but we're gonna try and get all this in. We're having a ball for the most part. I'm a little concerned about hours, as I said before, but Ed says he's got a plan, so let's see what's the trainer's plan with magical hours that are just going to fall out of the sky, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, thanks again for watching. I appreciate everybody who is tuned into this channel and watches every single post that I make. I just am completely flattered by that. Again, folks, it's nothing fancy. I don't even know how to edit. I have no idea. I have a fancy little app that I use. I trim a little in the front and I trim a little in the back, and that's all I know. I gotta have you know, some kid come over and learn me how to do this stuff so I can make something a little more exciting. You know what I mean? But anyway, once again, thank you. I appreciate everybody tuning into this and just tracking me on this journey of mine, post-retirement from the school district. Heads are on a swivel, folks. We're not playing games with the heads on a swivel. Okay, must be. Everything's up. Look around, look left, look right, do it right. Okay? Do it right. You know who love you. You know who love you, baby. You know who it is. It's your boy Clydesdale. Peace.